Hey guys, welcome back. Today I thought I'd bring you along for our day. We're gonna be meal prepping something for the next few days and just kind of sharing what I'm eating today and just bring y'all along. Of course, as soon as I film, Cal's comes in here slamming all the cabinets and pantry doors and all the things, but I've already had coffee this morning. I haven't had any breakfast. I'm gonna make just, opening a bar for Cal. I'm gonna have a little something for breakfast and then we're gonna meal prep some lunch. I have not been the best with meal prepping over the last couple of weeks and it's actually already Thursday, but I'm gonna go ahead and meal prep for today, tomorrow, and then Saturday and Sunday as well for lunches. And go ahead and get that done. We're gonna do a really easy low point if you follow Weight Watchers like I do, or just a healthy meal prep in general. It just sounded really good over these next few days. So we're gonna be meal prepping something shortly, but I'm gonna figure out something for lunch. I think I'm gonna do a couple of slices of the Aldi keto bread. I've had a few of y'all tell me to try that bread and it is so good. It is so soft. And you get 2 slices for 1 point, which is amazing, and it is the best bread. It's kind of pricey compared to like their 40-calorie bread or something, but like it's worth it. It is so good. So I might have a couple of slices of that, and maybe I might put a few hash browns in or a couple of eggs or something. I'm still trying to decide what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna make some breakfast because it's already like after 10. All right, making some of the Aldi hash browns. These 2 points worth of these, and then this is the keto bread that I was talking about. It's so good. So I'm gonna also have a couple slices of that, and then I think I'm gonna go ahead and get my sourdough starter feeded because I'm gonna bake bread today. So I made bread for the first time. I can't remember if I shared it on here. I made bread for the first time and I made it on Saturday. So today's Thursday, so I'm ready to make another loaf. I'm gonna try something different though. I think I'm gonna try sandwich bread, but I'm gonna try a recipe where I can let it like proof or bulk ferment, whichever it is. I know there's a difference, but I don't know which one it's called, overnight. So I want to try that. So I need to go ahead, I'm gonna eat my breakfast first and then I'm gonna get my starter fed and hopefully start that process because we'll be home all evening, so it's a good evening to start that process of making some more bread. So I'm gonna do sandwich bread because I think that it'll be really good for my family to eat. Really good. It's easy to go in a toaster. It's easy to make sandwiches with, and everybody brings sandwiches just about every day for school, and Ethan brings them to work just about every day. So I'm gonna try some sandwich loaves. I made some hash browns, a little bit of ketchup, which I don't count, some of the keto bread, and a little spray butter on it. So I've got a 3-point breakfast. So I'm gonna run eat this, and then we'll be back very shortly and start some stuffed peppers. All right, I'm gonna feed my starter. Let me see that blue thing right there. So I have not been keeping it in the fridge. I know I can, but I'm still, hold on just a second, buddy. I'm still trying to, I just wanna make sure it's really established. So I fed this yesterday morning and it's already fell, knowing that I wasn't gonna bake, but still like continuing to feed it daily. And when we go on our Disney trip next week, I'm definitely gonna have to put it in the fridge. We're going to Disney. So it is really, it's pretty established. Like it's doing really good. I'm gonna discard half of this. I've found that this is like the easiest way to discard. Throwing a paper towel down right here. And I don't get it exactly. I just eyeball it and do about half. I'm making a mess. And then I do a cup of flour. I've got about 3/4 cup all-purpose and then about 1/4 cup of whole wheat. And I found that adding that little bit of whole wheat really helps with my starter. All right, let's pour it in. And then I'm gonna take some filtered water. I just normally use bottled water. And I'm gonna fill it up to about 3/4, and that actually does the trick for me. That might have been slightly less than 3/4, so we might have to do another tiny splash. Be careful, don't touch it. That makes a mess. I'm gonna see how long this takes to rise. It's not, hold on just a second. It's been taking a little bit longer to rise these last couple of days. Let's splash more water. It's been taking, I've got like a super thick pancake consistency, which is what I always hear, like a thick pancake consistency. So I found the thicker I leave it, the better it does. So I mainly just add enough water to where it mixes enough to where it's like I'm able to actually mix it without it being like super dry. I am gonna cover this with my towel. I have found that that is what does best with my starter. Keeps it a little slightly warmer than without the towel. I cover it and stick it in my cabinet, and it keeps it just a tad bit warmer with the towel and keeping it in my cabinet. Let's go ahead and get started on our meal prep we're gonna eat, or I'm gonna eat over the next few days. So I am gonna make stuffed peppers. I'm gonna do like this buffalo chicken stuffed peppers. I actually saw someone share similar to this. I actually make whenever I do like a buffalo chicken mix, like to use in like wraps or something, it's actually pretty much how I make that, except I'm going to do it in pepper form. I'm going to stuff it in some peppers. So I am going to get started with that. This is super easy. It's super low in points. 2 of these are going to be only 2 points each. And you could really add more cheese to this. You can customize it however you like it. Add less buffalo sauce if you don't like it super spicy. Add a little more ranch to kind of not be so spicy and kind of tone that spiciness down. So I have 2 bags of sweet bell peppers. I'm gonna be eating 2 of the, well, I think 2 of these each day. This is gonna be very filling. So honestly, I might get started with this and I may have more than 3 days worth here. So I'm actually gonna use canned chicken. I actually find that canned chicken with this kind of stuff actually works so well. I find that canned chicken is just so tender and so easy to mix. And so I'm gonna be using 2 cans of canned chicken. So let's go ahead and get that, and then we'll add everything else. All right, we've got 2 cans of my canned chicken. I drained it, so I'm gonna just start chopping this up. Use my fork and just chop it up. All right, the next ingredient, I'm gonna do 3 of these Laughing Cow cheese wedges. Like I said, if y'all been around and seen my other recipe for the buffalo chicken that I do to like put in wraps, this is like pretty much the same thing. What's wrong? Oh, it's already done? Yeah. Okay, I'll come find something else. Next thing I'm gonna add just some ranch seasoning. I'm not measuring it, just adding a good bit. Also not gonna measure my Frank's buffalo wing sauce. Just gonna add maybe like a half a cup or so. Then I've got Bolthouse Farms ranch. I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons. I'm gonna actually give it a good shake because I forgot to do that. And then I'm gonna mix all this together. I may need a little bit more of the wing sauce, just depending on how dry this is as I mix it. But I actually think it's gonna be pretty good. I don't think we're gonna need any more. So I'm gonna give all this a good stir and get our peppers ready to stuff those. I'm gonna take this. I actually only done 4 whole peppers. So I've got actually 4 days worth. I totally forgot. Yes, sir.
Are you opening it?
Yes, I can open it. Y'all, working home with a toddler ain't easy. He just told me he's got 2 little things here he's carrying around. He said he's going on an airplane, and then he told me that it's his lunch. So yeah, you need to open that one too. I totally forgot that I'm gonna be splitting these in half and it makes enough. So I actually have 4 days worth here, and I did not need all the peppers that I bought. So I'm gonna just evenly fill these into the peppers.
Okay, I need some, Mom. I ride down.
You ride an airplane?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna put these in a 350 degree oven for probably, yes sir. Oh man. He's saying roar. I'm gonna put them for probably about 45 minutes until I know the peppers are tender. Okay, so I totally forgot that I had planned to cover these to try to get the peppers a little softer, and I totally forgot to do that. But they went for about 35 to 40 minutes, and I just don't want the top to get too like done. But I think they're pretty good. So I'm just gonna store all of these like in a big container for the week. And then like each day I'll probably just take like 2 of them out. So I'm gonna do a couple of these for lunch today. I think I'm gonna do this one, not super big one, because it hadn't been long since I've had breakfast. I ate a little bit of a later breakfast. So I'm gonna do a couple of those. And then on top, it's always good to drizzle a little more of this. So I'm gonna do about a tablespoon on top. I really like this Bolthouse Farms ranch. So I'm gonna drizzle just a little bit on top, and the total points for this would be just 3 points, and it is Well, we're gonna give it a try, but I'm sure it's gonna be delicious. A lot of times I really like adding a side of like jasmine rice with this. And when I was at Trader Joe's the other day, I should have grabbed their frozen jasmine rice. It would have been so perfect. But to keep the points low, and this is already so filling, I just don't feel like I'd need that. But if I like have this for dinner one night, I'll probably cook up some rice to go with it. But yeah, this is it. Let's give it a try, because that way we can kind of see how they are. All right, this is still very hot, so we'll see if I can get a bite with the ranch. I think it's so good just add that little bit of extra. Even though it's got ranch in here, you don't have to do that, but I feel like it's just like extra good adding just a little bit more. Okay, that's good.
I want the pepper.
I'll give you a bite. You probably don't want the chicken because it's pretty spicy. That is delicious. So good. So highly recommend making these. Meal prep them for the week. Heat them up in the microwave every day if you work outside of your home. I'm also just about done with my first water. I'm kind of slacking today. Let's go get them. So I'm going to finish this up and refill it a couple more times. Okay, so it is 3 o'clock. I'm going to check my starter. It has been, yeah, it's slow rising. I think I'm going to have to go back to 12-hour feeds again. Like, I don't understand it. It was so established, so bubbly, rising, doubling within a couple hours, and now it's like slowing back down. And so I don't understand why it's doing that. So maybe I should go back to 12-hour feeds and see if that'll help it. So I don't think I'm going to be making bread today. I think I might feed it tonight and then in the morning again and see if that helps it, and maybe I could make it sometime this weekend. But I'm a little bummed about that because I'm not sure why it's doing that. I don't understand it. Oh, well, I will say I don't have my under cabinet lights on. That might be because it, like, they stay a little warmer if I have those on, so that might be is what is hurting it. So maybe I should cut those on and see if that helps. All right, also it's about 3 o'clock. I'm gonna have a little afternoon snack. I did have a second cup of coffee, which I really need to stop doing that. I have made that such a bad habit of drinking, like, I feel like too much coffee. I'm gonna eat a teaspoon of peanut butter with this. I need to stop that habit of drinking a second cup of coffee each day because I've just made that a habit like every single day. But I did have a second cup of coffee, and then now I'm eating this. It is the most beautiful day outside. We may do something on the Blackstone tonight. We're gonna do something really simple for dinner, especially because I did like meal prep that today. We're just gonna kind of, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do something probably for dinner that we have here. We could do something on the Blackstone. I might do something that's frozen. So we're gonna, it's so nice though. As soon as the kids get home and do their homework, we're gonna head outside for the evening because it is the most beautiful day outside. So I'm gonna eat, it's got a teaspoon of peanut butter. A teaspoon of peanut butter, once you put it on here, it's actually like more than you think. This should be 1 point for a teaspoon. I know the Walmart brand is, so this is the Aldi brand one. So I'm gonna eat that as my little snack. We spent the whole evening outside this evening. It was so nice out. So we decided to go ahead and cook something on the Blackstone. We haven't cooked on the Blackstone much lately, but it also has been pretty cool weather. So now that it's getting warmer weather, we're definitely gonna be doing a lot more things on the Blackstone. One of our things we do most often on the Blackstone is breakfast for dinner because it's just so easy to do everything all in one little spot. So we did breakfast for dinner tonight. It was one of the things that I had gotten for dinners this week, and it was just so easy. So we decided to do it. We can whip this up on the Blackstone in like 20 minutes from start to finish. It's just so quick and easy. So we are just doing some box pancake mix. Whenever we do breakfast for dinner, I always do the Kodiak cake pancake mix. I just normally do the regular one, and I just add chocolate chips to mine. I feel like that makes it even better. And so we just done some meat. So we done some bacon and some sausage. We just started cooking the meat up, and once that was done, we started on the pancakes and then the eggs. So we just kept it simple, and it was just such a good and easy dinner.
flip the pancake on another one. But a couple of the kiddos requested chocolate chip pancakes, and so we did a couple of them with chocolate chip, and then most of the kids just like regular pancakes. Then we cooked our eggs, and it's just such an easy dinner. So on my plate, I normally, like I said, I do like 3/4 a cup of the Kodiak Cakes pancake mix and a few tablespoons or teaspoons of chocolate chips. And then I just done some meat and eggs on mine, and I keep it pretty low in points and more protein from the pancakes than regular pancake mix. But I hope you guys enjoyed coming along for my day and everything I ate today, and I'll see you guys soon for another video.